Hey Poppy, it's February 2nd, 2017, and this is Who's to Say. So, happy Groundhog's Day. I didn't actually look to see what Punxsutawney Phil saw when he came out of the ground because he's a small mammal. Rodent? Unclear. But I don't really care. Also, you and I both live in very warm climates, so it's not like we're really being affected by winter. It was like 70 degrees here this weekend, so there's that. I mean, also, global warming. I mean, who's to say if that's real? Scientists. All of the scientists say that global warming is real. I really wish our government would do something about it. I thought today we could talk about coping strategies. Like, what are the best ones? Who's to say? I know I've been reading and writing and trying to take some news breaks, and a lot of stress baking. We're being so inundated with bad news every day that it's really important to kind of carve that time out for yourself, to find something frivolous or entertaining or just something that brings you any small shred of joy. There's a lot of news I could be talking about, but I feel like I kind of want this to be an escape. Not that we totally shut out news, but just a place where we can process. But I think there's one thing that we can't avoid talking about, and that's totally that Beyonce's pregnant. I mean, right? I think it was really brilliant and really awesome to wait until Black History Month began to announce it. I don't know. Good for her. Good for Jay-Z. Good for Blue Ivy getting some siblings. I think that's just like good news when we've been inundated with awful news. And yes, happy Black History Month. The Black Excellence I saw today was Chance the Rapper's new clothing line, Thank You Obama. It looks amazing, and so does he. So you admitted last week that your first celebrity crush was quite possibly John Cusack. I cannot fault you there. That is a good choice. He falls into my category of dumb boys with brown hair, so I don't know who my first celebrity crush was, but I remember who my first character crush was, and that was Zach Morris on Saved by the Bell. I have no regrets. That is the exact personality that I am still attracted to. Other updates. I went to Portland, and I really love Portland. I kind of want to live there now. I mean, I'm gonna see how this whole career thing pans out in LA, but Portland's real nice. You talked about having read a book already this year, or rereading it, Swords Point. That's now on my to-be-read pile. And I found that reading or just taking time away from the news and away from work to focus on any kind of indulgence, anything that I know will be good for my brain to kind of recharge and take a step back from the real world for a minute has been good. I just finished a spec script that I submitted into a writing fellowship. I'm working on another one, so hopefully I can apply to all of these fellowships and get something out of it. I don't know, how are you coping? Have you thought of anything that really works? Your cleaning strategy does make sense. The only phrase I could think of was cleanliness is next to godliness, but I don't think that's what you were going for. But I definitely know that deep cleaning a place helps you get mentally organized. I definitely believe that. In theory, if you look around my room right now, you might see that I don't necessarily practice that belief. Not all of the stuff I'm focusing on can be fun. I feel like it's my responsibility to be paying attention to the news. It's important to me not only to stay informed, but to stay involved. It's just finding out what ways you are most able to help and then committing to them. Yesterday I took my first step. I was calling my representatives. One of the things I've been doing is like making a blog post of all of the different ways people can be informed, because not everyone is able to march, or it's not easy for everyone to call their reps, but there's all these other ways to get involved. So what coping mechanisms have you found helpful? Are there any? Who's to say? See you next week. Bye, Poppy.